Good morning. Happy Wednesday. It is 9 o'clock. That's a lie. It's 9:01. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hope you're having a great week. Excited to be here with you. This is a crazy, crazy week. We got so many things going on, so many things kind of overlapping and tons of stuff to plug into. I'm going to go through a couple of those things with you a little later. But before we do, I want to pass things off to our good friend, Jose. Good morning, Jose. What do you have for us this morning?
Good morning, Rick. Good morning, everybody. Happy cloudy Wednesday. Delighted to be here. For those of you who do not know, I am Jose Vladimir from Guaranteed Rate Affinity. With our mortgage topic for today, actually, I have two topics I would like to discuss with you today, if you don't mind. Topic number one, documents needed for a pre-approval. In this environment, it is very important for your customers, your buyers, to please provide their supporting documents as soon as possible to the loan officer who they're working with. Hopefully they're working with me, but if not, make sure, please, that they provide their documents. And what should they provide? It's a very simple rule. Just make it 2, 2, 2, and 2. 2 years tax returns, 2 years W-2s, 2 months of pay stubs, 2 months of bank statements. This is very important to do that because if you get a pre-approval that has not been well vetted by the loan officer, that pre-approval is essentially garbage. The next point I would like to talk to you about is something called rental equivalency, rent versus owning. I don't know if you know this or not, but the average rent here in Stanford is about $2,600, depending on the size of the rental property. With a quick search, if you go do a search on an online calculator, you will find that to rent for $2,600 versus buying a property for $450,000, the buyer would benefit, especially if they intend to hold the property for at least 7 years. The benefit of owning versus renting, it is very much outweighed by owning the property. So there's a huge savings. Of course, the calculator is basic in nature. It has some different things that need to be plugged in, but nevertheless, right now that we are targeting and you're trying to improve your listings and you're trying to find customers, I will highly recommend that you use these type of tools like a rent versus owning calculator whenever you speak with a potential buyer, so you can show them the benefits, financial benefits, of owning versus renting. Many believe that in this environment, it is better to stay put and continue to rent. But in reality, real estate is the best hedge, the best protection against inflation. So if someone is able to buy a home, they should do so. Never mind the prices of the homes, never mind the interest rate, because in the long term, real estate is a better hedge against high prices or increasing prices. With that in mind, I am Jose Vladimir from Guaranteed Rate Affinity. Thank you for your time. I hope you found this information useful. Make it a fantastic day. Rick, all yours.
Thank you so much, Jose. Have a great day yourself. We appreciate you. So guys, today and tomorrow from 1 until 5, James Shaw is doing a shift workshop. I don't know if you've seen the information go out on that. It's going to be broadcast to you on KW Connect. I will broadcast it in this Zoom room as well for those of you who have this Zoom room kind of just pre-programmed in. So just dive on in here at 1 o'clock, 1 to 5, all afternoon long, both today and tomorrow. I know it's a whole lot of time. However, I saw on Monday the lineup of guests that he's going to have, the interviews he's going to do, the conversations he's going to have, and well worth your time. That is going to be recorded and will be available then on KW Connect for playback likely next week. So if you have to miss some or all of it, you do have the opportunity to catch that in the replay. However, today, 1 to 5, James Shaw is going to take over our training calendar and bring you awesome information from the Shift book as we continue to prepare for the future. Tomorrow, don't forget, we have a CE class right here in our own Zoom room for you. Let me just pop that link back in the chat for you. So if you have not registered yet, you can go ahead and get that done. You are out of time on this. This is kind of last call. We're going to cut the registration off at 3 o'clock today because we need time to kind of prep and get everything ready for tomorrow with oh, there we go. So there's your registration link. It's $20 donation to KW Cares. All $20 goes directly to KW Cares. You can't get CE for less than that anywhere else. So go ahead and grab 3 elective credits tomorrow. You all need it unless you passed the test in the last 2 years. You all need CE credits. So go ahead and grab that tomorrow with Tiger Inspections. We're excited to bring that to you. Sign in to win. Sign in to win will finally be released in about an hour and a half. I said that on Monday, and it turned out to be a lie because we had some issues on the back end with the portal that we had to address. And so those issues have now been fixed. So the good news is we caught the issue with the portal before we released the information. The other news is that you had to wait 48 hours for the documentation. However, that is coming out to you this morning. And just because I'm that kind of guy, if you have any questions about the sign in to win, I will jump on this Zoom room at 11 o'clock today, unscheduled, and just answer any questions. So we'll do a fast Q&A about the sign in to win. The information will go out shortly, and then you'll be able to follow that up with questions at 11 o'clock if you have them. You'll have complete directions in the email that goes out. However, if you have any one-on-one questions, I'm happy to jump on for 20 minutes or so at 11 right here in this Zoom room to answer your questions. So watch for that. We're excited to get that out to you. And then, of course, lastly, but certainly not leastly, I will put, is leastly a word? I think I'm going to make that my new word, leastly. I think you can put an LY on just about anything, right? There's the bold registration link. We are about 50% of the way to a full room. And that happened in just a little less than 48 hours. So we do expect by Friday to be sold out. So if you have any inclination to jump into bold this time around, again, it is live and in person. You need to do that today because we are going to run out of seats. So go ahead and jump in on that. I calculated this morning what that looks like. And I pay for myself, for many of the leadership team, for MAPS Mastery coaching. And that's $1,000 a month. And we get 4 half-hour calls. So that cost is about $500 an hour, right? I calculated you get about 58 hours. Did I do that right? 58 hours of coaching in bold. I think so. Let me just, no, sorry. You get 36 hours of coaching in bold over the 7 days, 5.5 hours times 6 plus 3 hours that first day. What's my point? It's about $18,000 in coaching that you pay $800 for. So it's a 95% discount. Think of it that way. If your business is not where you want it to be, stop beating your head against the wall and just go register for bold, because bold will fix it. Right? I'm going to go right back to tomorrow of a couple of weeks ago. Like, life is too short. Just buy the concert tickets. Stop trying to figure it all out. If you're not doing the things that you need to be doing, or your business isn't earning the money you want it to earn, this is the answer. We don't make a dime from bold, just by the way, right? So this is not me selling you on bold. It's me selling you on a solution. Just go and get help. And help is in the form of this program. Go ahead, Steve.
Yeah, just to emphasize what you said, Rick, it's not necessarily maybe my business isn't where it needs to be. This isn't the market I'm sure any of us want right now, right? This is a challenging market. This is an opportunity to learn new strategies. Anybody and everybody should be considering bold to get those new strategies.
And lastly, for the week, do not forget, I think Donna just put it in the chat, in between the CE class and James Shaw, you have the 30 minutes that you absolutely don't want to miss on Thursday at 12:30. So do watch for additional info on that. Grab the links. Donna's going to put that link in the chat box, and do plug into to that ALC power session, as I call it. I don't know what they call it, but I call it that, because they are powerful, and you don't want to miss that half hour with them. All right, there's all my announcements. So I wanted to spend a few minutes with you this morning as we tick towards 9:15 to deliver some information to you that was delivered to me yesterday. And it was one of our own listing agents who came to me and said, hey, you know what, I put up a house on the market, and we had 100 showings in 72 hours, all the things that you guys are used to hearing. And then she said this to me: I had 25 offers after those 100 showings, and of the 25 offers, they broke down into a couple of categories. And so instead of calling 24 buyer's agents to say that they didn't get the house, I chose to send a simple email. And the email I chose to send outlined exactly how the offers played out. And the offers, she said, it was interesting, they fell into 3 groups. The first group was 10% or more over asking. The second group was 5 to 10% over asking. And the third group was not even in the running. Right, she said, it was amazing to me. I had a couple of people who came in at asking price, and I'm still not sure what is the point of that. And so she went on to tell me that 20% of those offers, so 5 of the 25, were from you all. They were from KW agents. And only 1 of them was even in the running. And that's what gave me pause. Are we struggling having conversations with our buyers about what they have to do to win today? Are we not trusting that the strategies that we've been talking about for the last 6 to 12 months are still the strategies we need to be using? Are we not clear enough about how we have to set expectations with buyers to make sure that they come out on top? Right? Like this conversation to me is about as serious as a heart attack. I think that we really have to look in the mirror right now and say, what are we choosing? Are we choosing to do it our own way, or are we choosing to use proven strategies? The house went for 19% over asking price. So if you were at asking price, what was the point? Why did anyone even bother to sit down and put pen to paper on that one? And are you strong enough and clear enough with your buyers that just simply won't work? The idea of, well, let's just try it anyway, the answer needs to be no. That's a waste of everyone's time. If you can't afford more, we need to be looking in lower price ranges, or you need to step back from the market right now and wait for things to settle. These are the conversations that we need to be having with our buyers, guys, or else you and they just get so completely irritated and frustrated, and they end up being resentful. Here's my point. If you're not taking the strong path, the expectation setting path, the firm path with the buyers, the result will be the same. You're still not, if you're afraid that they're going to get mad at you and they're not going to buy a house, well, by not doing it, you're not selling a house to them anyway. So the result is the same. Save everybody the time, effort, and energy and go take a bath. Right? Marissa, what do you have?
Something I heard at family reunion, like, is perfect for this. So the importance of a buyer consult, it's more important now than ever, right? To explain exactly to the buyer, here's where we are, here's what we have to do. And then she said that she recategorized her, or redefined her A, B, and C buyers. That an A buyer is not just a buyer who wants or has to move, that an A buyer is somebody who, quote, is ready to go all in, to put it all out on the field, right? And she explained to them exactly what that looks like, right? Paying for appraisal gaps, waiving inspections, going 10, 15, 20% over ask. And if you're not prepared to do that, you know, I'd rather, you know, let you down now than disappoint you later, right? Especially with gas prices over $5 a gallon. I'm not really in the mood to drive people around to write at asking offers, right?
Yeah. 100%. It's just expectation setting. And for those of you who are hearing these conversations as, well, that's just being mean. No, it's being realistic. You don't get paid until you sell a house, and you don't get paid to be people's friends. I hope everyone heard that. You don't get paid to be people's friends. This isn't about holding hands and singing Kumbaya. This is about, how do I help you win? And if the things that we have to do today to win are unappealing to you, that's okay. Let's just take a step back. But guys, we're creating more of a problem for ourselves than we are solving it. Because for those of you who are representing people who just keep putting in asking price offers, you're contributing to the frenzy, you're contributing to the craziness. If the bottom third of those offers that this agent received just never showed up, well, instead of 25 offers, she would have had 15 offers or 12 offers. And that feels different. It starts to make the market different. 25, 40 offers when half of them don't even matter. Like, what is the point of all of that? I'll give you one last piece before I get off my soapbox, because I know that's how this sounds, but I'm on my soapbox on your behalf this morning, right? Because I want you to win and I want your buyers to win. And it was disappointing to me to hear that 5 of 25 offers were from us and none of them won, and only one of them was in the top third. Only one of them was in the running. Everybody else was like, nope, next. So two more quick things. I had another example last night. Debbie told me she just won a property by going $200,000 over the asking price, which is 20% over the asking price. She won 19%, 20%.
Respectfully, it was 25%. It was
Right, so 25%
255,000.
over the asking price. Are you seeing the pattern? Here's the mistake that I hear people making. Should we go $5,000 or $10,000 over the asking price? Guys, you're speaking the wrong language if you're talking about thousands of dollars. You've got to be talking in percentages. What percent are we going over the asking price? And if it's anything less than 10%, I'm not sure why you're showing up, right? You've got to be on purpose to win. That's just the way it is right now. So make sure that you are working with your buyers in such a way that you are having these expectation setting conversations so as not to frustrate you, not to frustrate them, and to have them come across the finish line. If you've lost more than 2 houses in the last 2 months, this conversation is for you this morning. You've got to be more on purpose about how you're setting expectations with your buyers to lead them to the promised land. They're looking to you to direct them. And if you're not directing them to 10, 15, 20% over the asking price plus waiving contingencies, you're directing them to a lose, not to a win. Don't make the mistake of guiding your buyer clients based on fear that they might not like you or might not like what you say. That's called being a professional. The professional shows up and says what has to be said, even if it's hard, even if the client or the patient doesn't like the news. Make sense? So we're going to put something on the calendar for next week to make sure that we all are re-engaging about what these strategies are to make sure your buyers are winning. But I wanted to at least give you a little preview of that this morning based on that info that came to me yesterday. I hope that this was helpful to you this morning. I know it was a little preachy. What I mean to be doing is guiding you in a direction to create wins for yourselves and for your clients. Let's just take a stand about what that looks like and agree that we've got to be more on purpose and more strategic in order to get across the finish line. Guys, have a spectacular day today. Enjoy James. We'll see you. We will not see you tomorrow at 9 o'clock because of the CE. So no 9 a.m. Zoom tomorrow. Just jump on the CE for 9:30 and we will see you. Get ready to rock. Be on time for that because you don't get credit if you're late. Have a great day today. See you. Bye.